Well, Mark, welcome to the new East Bank Weekly, the new year. Hopefully you had a good New Year's.
I had a great time, actually. Quite quiet this year, but the football on the pitch made my holidays. We've had a fantastic, as everyone knows, we've had a fantastic Christmas and New Year period, and the league table looks a lot healthier.
Why don't we start off by talking about the hospitality, and that's something you run heavily in, a bit of an update as we've reached sort of the halfway point of the season. Yeah,
I'm aware that when I come on to the East Bank Weekly, it tends to be a little bit of an advert about what we're doing and everything around the ground. But I wanted to talk today about three topics really: hospitality, in with the shot, which is the new fundraising scheme, and obviously finish with shots for a day. So just talking about hospitality, it dawned on me. Or at the Barnet game on the 28th, Heather Nicklinson sponsored the game, and she brought some people up from the South Stand or from the slab to experience the EBB, and it amazed me that these people have been coming to Aldershot for some time, hadn't experienced what the EBB lounge is about. And so I thought, when we do next do an East Bank Weekly, I want to try and get the message across to the punters that haven't experienced the EBB lounge on a match day to try and tempt them to come up and just give them a feel for exactly what goes on in the EBB lounge. And to that effect, basically what you would get is you get a full 3-course meal before the game. You take your seats in the director's box, which are the leather padded seats. Coffee at half time, and then obviously you have access to the man of the match interview at the end of the game, hosted by me, which may or may not put you off or want you to come up. And generally the feedback that we get from the punters that come up, and it was their feedback that prompted me to mention this. It was like, oh, we never knew it was like this, and we'd like to come back. So I'm really just trying to give the supporters some awareness of what the EBB lounge is like, ask them to come and experience it. If they've got a birthday, come up as a one-off. If you've got a mascot, bring the missus and treat her to a meal as well. It's just a nice way to watch football, and it's a nice experience, and it's something that I think the club does particularly well, and we get some extremely good feedback in terms of the food's very nice, and it's just a nice way to watch the game. So if you haven't inquired about the EBB, please do have a look at it, ask some people about it, take some references, and let's see you in the lounge. 8 games left, just for the record, 3 of which are very nearly, well, 2 of which are sold out, which is Ebbsfleet and Woking. Dagenham, I think, only has a few spaces left, so it leaves 5 games, which is Chorley, Harrogate, Solihull, Torquay and Boreham Wood, where we do have some space available for you to come up and just make the last 8 games sold out in the lounge. Because
that's the thing, isn't it? You do say you sort of take pride in the sort of experience you do give to people on match days with those sort of events.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more than, I know people say it's a prawn sandwich brigade. It's smart casual, so it's not particularly all sort of massive collar and tie anymore. It's about having a nice day at the ground. It's made all the better if we win. There are still plenty of Aldershot Town football fans, in that lounge. It's not just people that have been invited up in terms of a corporate day. In fact, this appeal is to try and get some of our fans here to do it every now and again, or maybe just once a year. It is about experiencing the whole day, and ask the people that have come, because if you do ask, you'll generally get quite good feedback.
And it's not just open for corporate sponsors as well, it's also open for any Shots fans on their birthdays, whatever the event may be.
Yeah, exactly that, Henry. It's open to everybody, and that's the message I'm trying to get across. So we need the corporate sponsors, of course we do. We need our match sponsors. We need people to come up and introduce people to the club, and potential new sponsors. But this message is about actual people who are season ticket holders, people that are in the East Bank, people that are in the South Stand. Come up and experience the lounge, and maybe you might like to do it once or twice, or maybe you'll only do it annually. But either way, come and experience the EBB. It's a really good place, and something I'm very proud of being part of, and it was great before I was here as well. So it's something we've been doing well for a number of years.
Another thing that's been set up recently is the supporters club, and they're also there in with a shot scheme they've been running.
Yeah, just an update. We've done a video this week, Henry, with the shot, but the reason for the update with the East Bank Weekly is purely because it's an opportunity to give an update, some questions that have been asked in the few days that it's been going, and it gives the opportunity for people to have an update. The great news is that in 2 and a bit days, we have nearly 20 subscribers to each game. So nearly 20 people have already signed up, and I know several, well, probably another at least 10 people I know will sign up. Just short of 20 for the £2 game, and what is quite surprising, and I'm really pleased, is just short of 20 for the £5 game. So that's a major plus. We come across some questions and some little anomalies in the setting up of the accounts, which we've dealt with, but I'd like to make it quite clear, just in case anybody needs to be reassured on anything. So the first thing is there is a draw weekly. I think we omitted it in our video. There is a weekly draw, so the prize is won weekly. So that's the first thing. You can have as many tickets in the £2 game or the £5 game, or any combination. You can have 2 tickets in the £2 game, 2 tickets in the £5 game, any combination that you want. The commitment is quarterly, half yearly, or full yearly. We do want a commitment to 13, 26 or 52 weeks. And there was just a little bit in the setup. So if you're paying by cash or cheque, please come into the front office or send that money to the club. But that money needs to be made to the supporters club, ATFC supporters club, because it's going into their bank, because they are administering it for us. If you're setting up, when you do that, we will need your bank account details purely, and a contact detail purely, so that if you're the lucky winner, we can contact you and transfer the money to you, or the supporters club will contact you and transfer the money to you straight away. If you set up a standing order, which is absolutely fine, again for the commitment 13, 26 or 52 weeks, all standing orders are absolutely fine by us, but you just need to contact myself with your email and bank details, and I'll tie it up with the standing order, again only so that we can pay you if you're a lucky winner. I just want to clear up a little bit of the politics. It's a shame. There is still 1 or 2 people that have some issues. My job for Aldershot Town Football Club, when I was a player, I worked as hard as I could, and on commercial manager, working as hard as I can. And the message I'm just getting across to everybody is, this money is to raise money for the football club. It is a football club scheme. It always has been. And it's being run and administered by a supporters club, because we have a skeleton staff here at the football club. You know that. So it's been quite simple. That message is what it is. Where does the money go? This was an interesting one and a very good one. We will do a quarter or maybe a monthly, because I think a monthly might be too often, but we might do a 3-monthly little review like this on an East Bank Weekly, where we say how much money has been raised that quarter and where that money has been spent. Now, we're not going to be using that money to pay the gas bill or the electricity bill. As I said before, we're earmarking money to do things on behalf of the football club, i.e. playing staff. Some of that will go to young players, but some of that might be to whatever Danny feels is necessary. But the money is going to the football club and on the football side of things. And I'm quite happy to stand here in front of the camera now and say that what we'll do is every quarter we'll have a little review and say this much was earned by the club, by you guys, and this is where that money went. So my message, quite simply, if you still got any queries, is ring me. It's 07584 597911. I'll be quite happy to answer any questions that you have on In With A Shot. It's fundraising for the football club, giving you the opportunity to win some big money. I've set an ambitious target of 200 people in each category, and if we did that, we'd be giving £36,000 away. Now, Golden Ticket only gave £15,000 away. If we get 100 people in each category, we'll earn £18,000 for the club, and we'll give £18,000 away in prize money. That's fantastic. So it's a great opportunity for the fan to win some money, or fans, and it's a great opportunity to raise some funds for the club. And the other thing is I listened to what the fans thought. Some people thought the golden ticket can't be done every year and felt that the £100 ticket in one go for one event was too high. So now you can pay £2 a week for the whole season or for the whole year, and it comes to £104, but just £2 a week, which you probably won't miss, and you'll be helping the shots and maybe helping yourself. So I just wanted to clear everything up about End of the Shot and just encourage people to sign up for it. It's a great way for the supporter to help the club, and maybe for yourself to win some good money, and I hope you do.
So our final topic today is shots for a day. Now, as someone who's never done it before, I'm quite curious to see how this all will pan out in just over a week.
Yeah, shots for a day was actually started many years ago, actually, Henry, when I was either just finishing playing or was a player. We come up with the idea that the fans could be a shot for a day. And we reintroduced it 2 years ago. It was very, very successful. I don't think it's something you can do every year, so we are going to try and do it every second year biannually. And we've done it again this year. And just to give you an idea of what actually happens is the lucky winners are literally going to be an Aldershot Town player for the day. So they'll turn up at 4 o'clock. They'll have a pre-match meal where the Reds or the people wearing the home shirt will go one side of the room, the people wearing the away shirt will go to the other side of the room. They'll have a pre-match meal, be introduced by me to everyone about 4 o'clock. About 5 o'clock they'll then go and have a look at all the analysis and all of the match preparation that Danny and Anwar do for the first team. So I can't guarantee it's going to be the Chorley game, but for example, our game's on the Monday. Chorley, we'll have played Chorley on the Saturday. So the boss and Anwar might well run through what he expected our first team players to do on the Saturday, and question and answers can be asked. That's really quite detailed and can be very, very interesting, which then leads to about 6 o'clock where they go down into the tunnel, they go down into the dressing rooms, home and away dressing rooms, kits already laid out for them with their names and numbers, and it's exciting. They're getting ready for the game. We kick off at 7. One team is managed by Danny, and he'll be doing the preparation for that team, and one team will be managed by Anwar, and he'll do the preparation for that team. There may be one or two first teamers around just to help out and egg people on. They may not. Have a great game of football. We normally finish with a penalty shootout as well, regardless of the score. And then we go up into the lounge, and then, as with the first team players as well, they will get a Domino's pizza to finish off the day. And then there's perhaps a little bit of after-match speech. If there's anything happened, I'll interview them just to make the players feel exactly like a first team player. And then we're going to video the whole thing as well. So we'll be contacting the lucky players to see if they'd like to purchase a video of the special date. And it really is something that I'm proud of doing, and it makes some money for the football club, but it also makes the day of some fans. They get a chance to actually feel what it would be like to be an Aldershot player. And of course the piece de la resistance, if you like, is actually having a game on the pitch itself. So it's a great day.
And finally, the big announcement everyone's been waiting for, the final squads for both teams. I think we're going to speak to Danny and Anwar next week about their selected teams as well.
Yeah, so we've had email after email saying what's going on, and we've been, as you know, Henry, quite busy. So we have put the two squads together now, and this is the exclusive, I need to put my glasses on, but this is the exclusive list of the two teams. So I'll run through without any further ado. In the yellow away shirt, in the home dressing room, and being bossed by the gaffer, is going to be Gaskill in goal, and then Young and Chorleyton, Pusey and Freeman, Cole and Banner, Ismet, Main, Dean, Curtis, Shearer, Ward, Elliott and Morton. So if your surname has been mentioned there, you are wearing the yellow shirt, being bossed by the gaffer in the home dressing room. In the away dressing room, wearing the red home shirt being bossed by Anwar. We have goalkeepers Jones and De Philippis, Faulkner, Cope, Puttock, Miller, Strudwick, Chorlton, Harwood, Jessup, Evans, Eat, Rogers, Sandals and Humphrey. There are 2 Chorltons. I can't tell you which one's in which team at the moment, so that's quite funny, but I'll get back to that. So if you heard your name, you'll have an email. Enjoy the day. Come down and watch it. Family members are welcome. It's a great opportunity, and it's something that it's a win-win because it doesn't feel like work. There is work involved, but it doesn't feel like work, and you see the pleasure that you give to people. And we'll see who wins, Henry, on the day. I'm sure that the 2 managers will be very competitive as well. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Click here for the next video and click here to subscribe.